Welcome to the line change. In this video, we're going to be covering an article on Canucks Army, and it is going to talk about Thatcher Demko and the possibility of him starting later today against the Devils. This is coming from Elliot Friedman. This came out pretty late last night, so I wanted to do this video early, and just in case we get any new news by the time this video is published. So let's go ahead and dive right into it and talk about the possibility of Thatcher Demko starting against the Devils. And just, is this the, it's like what we have in our title, is this the moment we've all been waiting for? As Demko has not played since February 8th, and Lankinen, at least in my opinion, has been overplayed slightly. It does, in this article, talk a little bit about the game on Saturday and Lankinen's play. So let's go ahead and dive right into this article. So this article, obviously the title is Friedman, Thatcher Demko, a possibility to start for Canucks Monday versus Devils. The article goes on to state, according to Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman, Vancouver Canucks goaltender Thatcher Demko is considered a possibility to start Monday's game against the New Jersey Devils. Demko hasn't played since February 8th, but practiced with the team on Sunday. He goes on to show the tweet from Elliot Friedman. And then as we go a little further, it says, Friedman adds that according to Vancouver coach Rick Tocchet, Kevin Lankinen wasn't feeling well in the team's contest against the New York Rangers Saturday when he conceded 4 goals on just 11 shots. So I guess that kind of explains the way Kevin Lankinen played that day. Also shows you the perseverance of Kevin Lankinen, as despite him letting in 4 goals on just 11 shots, he did play great in the first period, despite not only having 1 shot on goal. So I guess that kind of helped him out a little bit, but that explains, some of the goals that he let in. Obviously, there was a few that were not his fault at all and were just unlucky, and some of them were deflections, whether that was a tip in from a Rangers player or it deflecting off of a Canuck. Obviously, we talked about that 4th goal, him needing to make a save there. Perhaps him not feeling well contributed to that. But let's go ahead and continue on with this article. The Rangers added an empty netter to take the game 5-3, leaving the Canucks without a point in a critical game as they continue to fight for a wild card spot in the West. They are currently 2 spots and 5 points behind the St. Louis Blues, who hold the last spot in the playoffs. With 2 games in hand, one ahead of them is the Calgary Flames, who lead the Canucks by a point with an extra game in hand. Demko's return could provide a huge boost to a Canucks squad desperate for points as they look to put together back-to-back playoff appearances for the first time since 2013. The 29-year-old goaltender made his return from injury in December before exiting from the team once again in February after suffering a lower body injury against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That injury, of course, ended up turning out to be a groin injury, which took them, 4-5 weeks to even tell us about, that was the injury. They didn't say. All they said was that it was a lower body for 5 weeks, and then finally revealed that it was a groin injury. He returned to practice just over a week ago, but has yet to appear with the team. This season, the American goalie has appeared in 17 contests with a 6-6-3 record, 2.87 goals against average, and a .891 save percentage. While those numbers do leave something to be desired, he may have potentially still been suffering lingering issues related to injury. A potential return would be helpful for Vancouver, as he has previously shown the ability to rise to the occasion in important moments for the Canucks, but questions remain about if he is at 100% health and if he'll have any hesitations in his game after suffering so many injuries. Lankinen, meanwhile, has held down the fort in Demko's absence with a 17-14-5 record, but has struggled as of late. In his last 10 games, he has a 4-5-1 record with a save percentage of .873, not good enough for a team battling hard for a spot in the postseason. With 12 games remaining in the regular season for Vancouver, time is running out, and if Demko returns tomorrow night, technically today, he will have to be sharp right from the jump. Puck drops between the Canucks and the Devils at 4:30 p.m. And that's the article. Obviously, we'll know probably, I want to say maybe around 12, maybe 1 or early afternoon, we'll know for sure whether or not Demko starts, as Canucks might have a morning skate prior to the game. I also want to mention, in regards to the Canucks versus Devils game, I'm going to mention this in my top 10 jersey ranking video that is coming out shortly after this one. I mentioned it in that one. I'm going to mention it in this one. For those of you tuning into this video, I will be doing a live stream game recap for the game against the Devils. So stay tuned for that. I'll also post on social media about it, just so you guys know about the live game recap, as I made a bit of a last minute decision to do one. I'm also potentially going to do one for Wednesday's game as well against the Islanders, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and drop a comment in the comment section down below. Do you guys think Demko will start this game against New Jersey? I know at one point we were talking on this channel about him potentially starting against the Rangers. That obviously did not happen, and it obviously would have been great if he had been able to, especially after hearing that Kevin Lankinen wasn't feeling well, and obviously they did not have faith in Archer Seeloffs to start the game against the Rangers. Yeah, let me know in the comment section down below. Do you guys think Demko will start this game against the Devils? Or if he can't, do the Canucks go back to Lankinen if he's feeling well enough? Or does Demko get the game against the Islanders on Wednesday? If you're not subscribed to the Line Change, go ahead and subscribe. We are just under 1,200 subscribers. So once again, thank you for all those that have subscribed. You're really helping out this channel. If you'd like to connect with us and interact with us on social media, you can find the social media, sorry, I'm talking too fast. You can find our social media outlets on the bottom of the page here. You can find us on X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, as well as TikTok. I am still currently getting our Discord page set up. That will be a Patreon exclusive. I'm also fixing with the Patreon as well, getting that all updated. So stay tuned for that. I'll have an update on the Patreon coming up shortly, at least within the next few days or a week. And yeah, so once again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about Demko and the possibility of him starting against the Devils. Obviously, it would be a nice boost for this Canucks team, who is desperate for wins. We mentioned in a previous video that they need to win at least 3 games on this 6-game road trip. They've played 2 games on this road trip, so they only have 4 more games left. So they need to win 3 out of the 4, which is going to be really tough. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.